Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's really the sign of a tight end that's elite. But when you start recruiting these guys, man, can you make the first guy miss? That's what makes a tight end go from really, really good to elite. And he does a great job breaking the tackle and then starts chewing up yards after the catch. That's exactly what you want from a great tight end.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Caught behind the line. It's Johnson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
Stepping to the right. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. With the catch, it's Davison. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
And you've already seen this QB, man. He's willing to spread the ball around and take what the defense gives him and not force it to his go-to guy. But it's not a surprise. When you get it to him, good things happen. He can chew up chunks of yards and make those big plays.
Here's a little room there. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
He's got his man. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Running inside. It's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They look like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Off play action. Fires to the middle. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Now facing a 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got his man in the middle. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Man, this guy is exciting to watch. When he has the ball in his hands, he can make magic happen. They're going to throw it to him. They're going to hand it off to him. They're going to get him the ball in a variety of ways, and they're doing it early in this game. From the gun, they'll try the middle.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Looking to fire. Trying to set up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
Offense trying to go with some misdirection in the run game to the boundary, but the defense was there. They're able to corral the back behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
Put themselves in a bit of a bind with that last one. It's 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's Mateer. That's caught. It's Hansen. And they'll knock him down.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
They want to run this quarterback. Plows through the defense. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think this is starting to get really frustrating for this defense, man. This is a drive that they're putting play after play together. And you finally force the third down, and they get the first down again. And so starting to sub some bodies because they're getting a little bit tired. They've got to find a way to get a third down stop.
The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Push ahead on the sneak. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love the attitude of this defense. They were expecting quarterback sneak or something quick hitting on that play, and they just buckled up and drove the offensive line back, able to stop the QB behind the line of scrimmage.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
And he will take it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle, and that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Slips through the line. Got a little room. And there he goes. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Coming out with it, it's Tegna. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. To the air, it's Mateer. Safe completion on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
When they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field, you saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Makes the catch. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1. Offense still out there, lining up quickly on 4th down. Looking for a push on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch.
Snags it, and he's open. Got some room into the goal line. Touchdown, Oregon! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Tegna. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Quarterback empties his backfield. To the air, it's Mateer. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Hits the slide, got the first down with his feet. The Sooners in the hurry-up.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's
fires and picked off.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He's going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Moore. Fires left. With the catch, it's Hooks. Gets it to the 37. Clock stops to move the chains. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The throw to the outside is complete. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Snaps it in the shotgun. Touchdown Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
You can't start the second half any better than that. You're trying to come out of the locker room. You're trying to create some momentum. Taking the first kick of the third quarter back for a touchdown, that is exactly what this head coach was looking for from his players.
And the point after is good. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hill. Makes a move. He's on the loose. Just barely able to keep him from housing it on that one. What a nice return. This dude is absolute electricity when he gets the ball in his hands. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Davison. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. It takes advantage of great field position.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Sategna. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now.
Makes a grab and room to run. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Back to pass. It's Mateer. He's got it. Never seems to take the big hit. Finds enough room to get to the 29. And the Sooners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. They're setting up the screen. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
it's something you learn as a passer.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. The Sooners want to crank the tempo. The definition of four-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw it again. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. That last completion left them with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Back to pass. They're working that left side. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
And that's where quarterbacks, you know, they got to be very assertive. They got to believe what they see and really pull the trigger. But the longer they wait and they get off rhythm or off timing, a lot of times it ends up in incomplete passes.
He's got him this time. And the Sooners come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the 4th, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Fires to the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, you got to think here offensively that you may have 2 more possessions in this game. You can still win, but you've got to be aggressive. You've got to start taking shots vertically down the field, throwing to your best players.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Into the end zone for 6.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Might have a chance. He's at the 20. Staying on track and getting it in on the option.
The running back is going to get the long touchdown run on the stats, but the option was run beautifully. How about the timing down the line of scrimmage? A perfect pitch, and the running back takes it and does the rest. That's why this offense is hard to stop. So many options on so many plays.
Coming out with it, it's Thomas. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Sooners will get things going on offense as they head onto the field. To the air, it's Mateer. Looking left. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room.
They're going to go for it, and they're not going to huddle here on 4th down. On 4th down, going to the air. Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. The give on the counter. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking for a man. It's Bentley. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Sooners will line up to punt it away.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls in.
The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display, and that sweet return there. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked up. They've been excited. Now they get to breathe a little bit, Palmer. Nice lead. This offense needs to go out and protect them.
Yeah, they've been the more physical team all game long. So let's just run the ball. Let's just ice this football game, take the W into the locker room.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Flying out to the left. The 30. At the 20. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought they're
This is Gaylord Oklahoma Memorial in Norman. It's the LSU Tigers and the Oklahoma Sooners. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Guys, the LSU head coach told me before the game, this is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And a flag flies as the pass is incomplete. Let's see who it's on. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Line getting set on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. There's some room. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Escapes the pressure to his right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's second down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Might be changing the route. He's got it. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. They're throwing for it on fourth down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. The Sooners are marching down the field. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Makes it past the marker. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. There's always been a lot of flash and sizzle to the Oklahoma offense, but it's built on being tough.
Yeah, and especially the great teams. The great teams that you think about in Oklahoma past, the ones that were in the national championship or in the playoff, those are teams that can run the football, be physical.
Oh, out of space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Man, he's spreading the ball all over the yard, man. A lot of times when you go to one guy, man, I can kind of shut them down, or I can run coverages to stop wide receivers. Now getting the tight end involved, using the whole field, really in a flow, in a rhythm, the passing game looking good.
He'll keep it on second down. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB.
Makes the grab in their space. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Well, a great job making the tackle there. Now setting up third down in your own red zone. This is a stop you have to come up with. You want to give up field goals in this area of the field, not touchdowns.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Complete on 3rd down. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Sooners! The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started. So get these people going bananas just safely. You know, go bananas, go crazy, but, you know, don't do too much and don't fall over in your seats.
And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Takes this from inside the 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The run inside. It's Berry. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an all-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Rushes on him. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oklahoma! The defense does the work itself with a pick 6.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go. And this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
Bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Makes the grab. It's Watkins. There he goes. At the 30. 10. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And that's the dangerous part about this offense, man. They'll get the ball out to a receiver. They can do that. They can make plays after the catch. Hard to bring down, hard to tackle. That's why this offense can be so explosive.
Run in the red zone. It's Berry. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, LSU!
And you talk about wasting no time. That's what this offense just did. First play, Explosive play, second play, ready to rock and roll, two-play drive. It's exactly what they drew up over there on the sidelines, Palmer.
And they did a great job at getting down to the goal line and getting set quick to go run that play, right? After the long play, the call came in, everybody got lined up. They were wasting no time. Defense completely on their heels. They don't know what just hit them.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Fires to the middle. That's caught. It's Hansen. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. Let's take a peek at the numbers so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because.
And he's got room. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And this passing game has him calling Boomer and answering Sooner again.
And they're starting to get this crowd jacked up and this crowd riled up. And listen, they love their team. And, dude, think about all the success Oklahoma has had over the years. Different casts of characters, but one thing they always have, offensive success.
And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And I just think he put too much zip on the ball. I mean, he threw that thing hard, but led him a little bit too much, and the receiver really didn't have a chance to make a play.
They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Oh, he's got some space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. So they gamble on 4th down in the first half, and man, does it pay off.
4th and long. I mean, what just 4th and short? Nowadays, man, so much aggression in college football. And how about right there? 4th down and long. No problem. I got this in the first half.
And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Mateer. Takes a hit as he fires. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. He might want another play. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Sategna.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, not down in distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
You know, with defense, it's this pick or poison game, right? Like, I got to play a little bit soft and make them run the football, but when I do that, I give the running back space, and right there you could tell he takes advantage of it.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They feed him again, and he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Gets rid of it. He makes a grab. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Sooners, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? The quarterback's deep. Nowhere to run, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage.
I got a feeling the defense kind of knew that was coming, stacked the line of scrimmage, got good penetration. Quarterback had absolutely nowhere to go. No push, no forward momentum.
Touchdown, Ohlahomaaaa! Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a 2-minute type situation as you can have offensively. And David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
Comes from inside his own 5, and the returner will be brought down. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Looking for room. It's Berry. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down, and the clock continues to run. Now the LSU Tigers will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Crosses the 35, and he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Timeout called by LSU. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Gonna let it fly. And it's incomplete. If you're gonna take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
The give, it's Berry. Got a little space. Picks up the first down. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And you can see why it's so tricky for a defense to have to stop these draw plays. Everything the offense is doing is telling you pass. The quarterback, the offensive line, the running backs delaying. You've taken your deep drop in coverage, And now you've got to rally and find the football and do it, trying to avoid these big 300-pound bodies running at you full speed. Not an enviable task.
And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. The holder will put it down at midfield, a 60-yard attempt from the left side, no less. The field goal is no good, and after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The Sooners will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Harris. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The LSU offense comes out to start this drive. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out, start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Needs it to keep this drive alive. Finding some room. Past the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, LSU! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come-to-Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Thomas. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the third quarter, they'll try to answer here. Weaves his way ahead and gets 5 out to the 18-yard line.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for you.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. Takes the easy completion. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Looking to throw on first down. Sets up the screen. hard running and runs through another one. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. That was just a perfectly choreographed screen. The line got out on time. The running back had a wall in front of it.
And I think the quarterback did a really good job of selling pass and then kind of dodging the pass rush, getting it to the running back, and then let him do the rest. You got him in space, he'll pick up yards in a hurry.
Got it in the middle. It's Hansen. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The modest gain on the completion really shows why you want to run the zone. Make them execute and rally to the ball.
100%. Zone eyes on the quarterback.
Snags it, and there's running room. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding him. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. So now it's second and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Right on target this time. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Makes the catch, it's Sategna. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll send the tight end in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets it to the back. Turning it on. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Here's Xavier Robinson. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And we've reached the end of the 3rd, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that is a big-time play. We might go back and circle that one, man. Like, this game is so close. It gets back and forth, right? Like, it could go any direction. Those are the type plays, man. The catch is there to be made. The offense could make it, but the physicality of the defense in the end zone to prevent that big touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Harris. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Going to throw it over the top of the D. Oh, what a grab, pulling it in with one hand. The Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Now on second down.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He wants to go deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again. And how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. Oklahoma sends the offense out, ready to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And how about this offense, man? Being able to succeed, still winning without their bell cow, without their star being their star. This offense has not had a great game on the ground, but they're still in the lead.
Fires to the big fella. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Runs for the tackle.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mateer. Using his legs to buy some time. Looking down the left side. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
You talk about coming up big in a big moment. Nice job by this defense. You had to make something happen. You had to get the football back so you could give your offense a chance to win this game.
Breaks into the open. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's a give to Durham. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Down a possession here in the fourth, and they'll need to convert on this fourth down. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Looking down the middle. Finds a tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to throw, it's Levin. Still looking, on the move. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. Back to pass on second down. Plucks it out of the air. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. It's complete to the left. He'll go out of bounds, and he steps out right at the 8-yard line, and this offense is in business.
Man, it's so nice to have guys like this who do the right thing. You have to understand the situation. Yards don't get me anything here. I don't need yards. I got to get points, but that time is ticking. Nice job stopping the clock, getting out of bounds.
And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 2 seconds left, their last chance to send it to overtime. Up and good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. We'll get it started here in overtime. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Gets it to him on the screen. There he goes. Touchdown Sooners. They strike first here in overtime.
When you run these screenplays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back, but look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And you want to play defense first because you want to know what you need. That's a key philosophical approach for most teams when it comes to overtime.
Yeah, and remember the rule change a couple years ago, too, and the second overtime and two-point conversion. So all this stuff is situational-type football that you better have worked on throughout these weeks of the season.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Finds his back in the middle. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Tigers. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And he tags on the extra point. first down here in the second overtime period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Firing to the right, complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11. LSU quick to the line. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Back to pass. Under fire. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown in this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Wants to throw again. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They take the lead here in the second overtime period. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They'll make the big play, get the touchdown.
To throw, it's Levin. They do not get the 2, and now the lead sits at 6 in double OT. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Caught in the backfield, it's Hansen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Got the big tight end on the corner route. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Sooners look to do some damage in the red zone. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They got it in to tie it up here in double overtime, and now the two-pointer will win it.
Man, what a great response by this offense, going down the field, scoring the touchdown. Now, I gotta go for 2. I know the new overtime rules, they changed this years ago. Jesse, you should work on this in practice. What's your go-to two-point play right here?
I'll tell you, after running the ball as well as they did on that last touchdown, I could see them doing it again. I think they've got confidence in the big fellas up front to get it done, find a way into the end zone, and be more physical.
He'll set up to throw. Under fire. They can't get it done on the 2, and now they'll rely on the defense. They broke serve, now a chance to win it with a 2-point conversion. Dropping back, it's Levin. That's it. That's the ball game. The 2-point try is a winner in OT.